Okay, slow down, bro.
I don't know.
I'm going to mispronounce it. Nikayuka Japanese Gardens. Nikayuko Japanese Gardens has a little light festival that I got free tickets to by using a hashtag Explore YQL or Explore Lethbridge. And I was using the hashtag to just promote my art, but I guess there was a contest going on. So, yay.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to head up on. Hopefully the cards are back on Friday. Pick it up there with me.
Hello.
2,500 bucks.
Okay, here's the thing. So I decided I wanted to try putting gold leaf on, or like writing text, I guess, with the liquid adhesive and then putting gold leaf on it. So having just the gold leaf be in text. I definitely like how precise it can be. It worked way better than I thought. However, with this specific piece, before I've done this a couple times now. It was there, and then that one, and then now in 2021 again. So I think it was a stronger piece before the text, though. So I don't really know what to do about that. Like, I could just paint it black again. That won't be hard to, like, fix it. But I think I'll leave it this way for a little bit and see how it does. Part of me wanted to have this up in the house. And the thing is that now that I see it, like, I don't know, maybe this was just an experiment and I'll paint it black right now. I don't know, I'm feeling weird about it. I think this was just an experiment, and maybe I think I'll paint it black right now. And I wonder if you'll be able to see this. I wonder if you'll be able to see the gold leaf underneath, if there's like an imprint of it or something. But, I'm going to put Sumi ink over it and see what happens. I don't know, it's just like too obvious and too blatant, and I like the effect, but I don't necessarily, I don't know. It's just too in your face. I don't know. Like I said, too obvious. Like, the piece itself is called In Filth It Will Be Found. If you knew that, that should be enough. And, like, for me, if I were to have it in the house, that would be enough. Like, I know what this symbolizes, I know what it means, I don't need the text there. So, I mean, that's, live and learn, that's an example. That's what that is. So, I definitely learned something by doing it, and we'll see what happens with me trying to put Sumi ink over top. Well, I try to cover up the text with black, first with Sumi ink, then with this acrylic, then with the spray paint, and now it looks way too black. Before, there was, like, some other stuff happening. So now I think I'm going to have to let it dry and then take some paint off and have the text showing maybe partially, but maybe not as strong. So I'll have to take some paint off and see what happens there. But that's really annoying, but maybe it'll look really sick after. I don't know. It's not going well. If this, the I and the N, I don't know if it rubbed off completely or what, but I have used solvent to try to get underneath it, and I think that it just came all off, but I didn't see it come off. None of the other gold leaf came off, but this isn't doing it. Ugh. I mean, it's a learning experience, but I don't know what to do to fix it, so That sucks, because I shouldn't have fooled around with it. I could have... I shouldn't say that. I had a good idea. I thought I had a good idea. I had an idea. I had an idea that I thought was good. And then I didn't like it, and then I need to fix it. It's just a little different this time than other times, because it's a piece that was finished that I was generally happy with. But then I was like trying to add something to it, and it was just too much. I didn't need to do that. So now I just don't know what to do. My frustration in wanting to finish this got the better of me. I should have left like 45 minutes ago, and I just burned it a bunch and then ripped it, and I don't really know if this is what I want yet, but I am going to leave now. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I've done so much to it today. I don't really know what I want to do with it. I really would like to have it finished for tomorrow. Or tomorrow when I'm here, I would like to finish it. But I think this is a worse piece than it was before I put the gold leaf on it. Before I did that, I was pretty happy with it, and now I might be okay with it, but I'm definitely not like super pumped about it the way I was before. Again, I tried something, and I wanted to improve upon that piece. And I didn't. I should have just... I don't know. It's just... sometimes you... It's not even a gamble. I don't even know what to call it. It's like I thought I was going to do something cool, and I need to fix it, but I can't... I couldn't make it what it was before. I tried, and it wasn't working, and then... So it's got to be something different. I mean, there's a lot of times where it's just like a one-time thing. And that's... I can't make it look the way it was before. So this might work out, this might be okay, but it might not be, and I really won't know until it dries a little bit, and I don't have time for that right now, so we will see. Oops. So in reference to my art struggles today, one thing I realized, or just got pushed home, hammered home more. I can't do art around other people unless I'm collaborating with them. Like, I just can't do art specifically with the kids around, honestly. I can do craft, I can do design, and that's what the thing, I started with that thing, I did like the gold leafing, and that was kind of like design work. To me, that wasn't art. Like, I had an idea, I was just going to do that was going to be it. And then I didn't like it. I should have stopped right there, but I tried to fix it. And that was where the art kind of was coming in, of like, things were changing, I was like, didn't like what I was doing, I wanted to fix it, and it was like, that was where the art part came in, and I didn't have... I shouldn't have tried to do it when the kids were there, because I just didn't have the time, I didn't have the attention span, I didn't have whatever, because I had to monitor the situation there, I had to leave at a certain time, so I left it in a state that I wasn't enjoying, and now I just feel like whatever, because it's not resolved. Because I didn't, if I just stopped there being like, oh, it's not resolved, I'll just have to work on this tomorrow, that would have been fine. But I kept trying to push it and push it and push it, because I wanted it resolved before I left. My mistake. Again, I need to work on that. Because now I just feel really annoyed, and I hope that passes, but it might not pass until I get in there tomorrow to fix it. Because I know that I'm going tomorrow. If it was like, man, I can't get there till next week, then I would feel better eventually before I could resolve it. But it's just like this thing that's like pulling at me right now. Like, hey, you gotta fix that. You gotta fix that. Well, Pandora has not been recovering well, as you see, from her mighty fall. She's still super damp. They just overwatered the bejesus out of her. There are still some good leaves there, so I'm hoping they do their thing. I'm hoping that this gets enough of that indirect sunlight. See, that screw is where the old plant Lynette used to be hung from, way up there. And then we tried where those holes are, and then the screws we used in the bracket didn't work. And I went to Home Hardware, and on the suggestion of my friend, I got these anchors, these metal anchors, and then screwed these into the anchors, and then the bracket is there, and it seems to be working really well. So it's sturdy, it doesn't seem to be wavering at all, and this is much lower, so I don't have to get on a stool to water her. So I'm just really hoping that in the next week we can see some progress, and then go from there. So I was going to use this hair dye and the bleach and stuff last week, and I didn't end up doing it, but I'm going to right now. I'm only going to listen to one song the whole time. That's the one, Can't Stop, by Red Hot Chili Peppers. It is one of my favorite songs by them, and it's like a really powerful song for me. I really enjoy it. It's got a lot of love and positivity and things to reflect on. So that's what I'll be listening to the whole time I do this painting, and we'll see what happens. I have a feeling that I should have saved these things for something bigger, because it's going to be too much for this canvas, and I'd like to use it all in one go, but oh well. We'll see how it goes. I haven't used hair dye in a piece in a very long time. I've really only done it once before, and that was in like 2006 or something. So we will see. We'll see how that goes. So my hair dye experiment went awry. I think it's the bleach. I think the bleach. Everything was so faded when I came in. I should have shown it before I started painting on it. But I decided to start painting some red. I mixed some crimson with Azo. I don't remember the name of the hue now. It's like this goldy brown. And put some interference on there, some red interference, a little bit of blue interference. I used a little bit of this kind of shadow spray paint that's just like a very translucent black, mainly here and a little bit here and here. And I kind of rubbed some stuff away too. I'm pretty happy with it right now, but I mean, it definitely is not what it was. Like, all that pink faded to almost white, and there were just everything faded. So, thankfully, I mean, the good thing is that I was just in a good place to paint. Like, I was in a certain mood where this faded. This thing I was really excited about and really pumped about, and it was so vibrant and colorful and energetic and positive. I wasn't in that space today. So the fact that it faded was really poetic. And it got dark. Like, these burn marks, I don't know if they're from the bleach, but they look like straight up burn marks, and that was not me. I didn't use any paint that color. The hair dye wasn't that color. So I think somehow the bleach did that, and that was kind of cool. And yeah, I've got some cool stuff going on here. We'll see what happens when I put a finish on it. I'm going to put a satin finish on it. And I don't know if it's done or not, but I think it's really close. So, I've realized that, I think I've touched on this before, but not fully to this extent, because I didn't understand it to this extent. But if I don't feel good, like, I mean, if I feel really low and, like, not good, I just don't wear jewelry or accessorize really at all. I like being clean and being hygienic, so it never really stops me from showering and like deodorant and brushing my teeth and all that stuff. But it's just something that, like, it's almost like you don't deserve accessories, which doesn't make any sense when I know that the feelings that I'm feeling aren't necessarily my fault, or they're not the product of something that I did that was incorrect. It's just a weird connection that I made right now of, like, it's happened before. I'm like, man, I just don't feel like it would almost be like not having the energy and not wanting to put the effort into just doing that simple task, which is weird, because that thing, if I'm just like neutral and I'm putting on jewelry and accessorizing and wearing clothes that are purposeful in their design and match, I guess, that makes me feel better. Like, I can go from neutral to better, I can go from good to great. But if I'm like low and bad, if I did it, I don't think it would help. Like, if I forced myself to do it, I don't know. It's just like a thing that's like, that's not how I'm feeling right now. I don't know. It'd be like if I forced myself to put on a smiley face t-shirt or something. I don't know, you know, like, it's usually a reflection of me feeling good, or me, like I said, and it can make me feel better, but it's not a reflection of how I'm feeling if I'm not feeling that way, right? Like if I'm not feeling good or optimistic or whatever, or even neutral, whatever neutral is, then I don't do it, and that sucks. It's like, I don't know, it's like someone putting on sweatpants and being like, I give up. Weather, hey? Anyway, so you might remember from, I don't remember what previous vlog, but this dude Raymond I had met in Tabor while riding trails. I did a ride with him, and anyway, he reached out to me yesterday telling me that the trails in Tabor were like sick right now and really ready to go, and I was like, sweet, I might not head over there yet because I haven't ridden anything for a while, and I don't know if I want to ride in Tabor before I ride some other things I'm more familiar with. And then this, so hell yeah. Sephora is really disappointing. For a store that size that sells makeup and not having any nail polish, or having one pack of nail polish and that is it that they offer, and I think over there 5 different nail polishes in there in that one pack, and that is it in the whole store, it's super weird. I was really excited about the Sephora opening in Lethbridge because they have a lot of good products, and it's like another place where I could maybe find some really cool nail polish, because we don't have very many places here where I can find good quality stuff that I don't already have. And it's not like I have a ton. There's really like 2 brands that I have right now, and they're kind of limiting when it comes to some things. So that was eye-opening. Capping off the vlog. I had a conversation this week about being a full-time artist, and it kind of started out with retirement and why I can't wait to retire. So some thoughts on the reality and desire to be a full-time artist and what that would maybe take as far as I see it in my life. And that's it. So with that, we will see you on another time.